My name is Maude Barlow, and I'm trying to be retired, but I'm not doing very well at retirement. I'm busy all the time. I came out of the women's movement and was very concerned around the human right to generally, human rights generally, and then understood that the lack of access to water and sanitation was very much a women's issue in many countries of the global south. I was also very interested in the whole question of who was making decisions around water. And it just set me on a journey for my life. My dreams, when I first understood the reality about the lack of access to clean water, sanitation, and the stress that our water sources are under, the ecological crisis, I realized that I had to devote my life to doing something about it. The dream is that we protect and restore watersheds all over the world, and that everyone has access to clean, safe, public water. That's the end goal of our movement, but it's still a way to go. The biggest challenge around the human right to water and sanitation is that we're in a fight against time with the declining freshwater sources in the world. I think that we've had a major change in the narrative around this. There was a time when many people didn't agree with the human right to water. Believe me, I know that sounds crazy, but it was a big fight. I think that's changed, but we are fighting the reality of declining water stocks. And so you can have all the rights you want over here. If you don't have the system, you don't have the clean water, if you don't have the sanitation there, the human right doesn't mean very much. The most memorable day of my life, career-wise, was on July 28th, 2010, standing in the balcony of the United Nations General Assembly when they voted to adopt a resolution saying that water and sanitation are human rights. In my opinion, we as a human family took an evolutionary step forward on that day. It was an incredibly moving thing, and we have made great strides since. I worry that that feeling of hopelessness might make us think that the situation is hopeless, and the situation is not hopeless. There are many wonderful things being done and many things we need to do, and I really want to instill that concept in the hearts and minds of young people. I just give you my definition of hope, if I could, and that is that it's the commitment to protect all that is good for the planet and for future generations, knowing that you can't control the outcome, but taking action anyway. It's really important. You put your hand out to touch the universe in a place where you can make a difference, and you have to have faith that others are doing the same thing. And that's really important notion. Otherwise, people are going to say, there's nothing I can do. It's all too big. And that despair is a soul killer. So I want to spend the rest of my life fighting despair and promoting hope.